everybody. We are now joined with Neal Brown, the head coach of Troy. If you have a question for Coach Brown, please dial *1 on your phone at this time. Again, *1 to get in the queue to ask questions. The Trojans will face Idaho at home this Saturday, and that game will be available on ESPN3. Coach, while we're waiting for questions to get in the queue, would you mind starting us off with an opening statement?
Sure. Coming off a road loss at Mississippi State, really good football team in Starkville. They got after us in the first half, really overwhelmed us with their size and their speed in certain aspects of the game. We came back and really played a competitive second half. Thought we competed really hard, did a good job of holding on to the ball. Offensively, we moved it and played much improved on special teams. And our defense played well to really held their own their whole game. We gave up 3 long passes. We're looking forward to homecoming this week. We got Idaho coming in here. I think they're a much improved team, watching them from last year to this year. I think Coach Petrino does a tremendous job with their offense. They present some problems defensively with their 3-man front. I think they've got a couple really good down D linemen that are big kids that do a nice job. So we've got to continue to get better. We're glad that we're in conference and done with our out-of-conference schedule.
Coach, if you could talk, you alluded to it a little bit about that strong finish. What were kind of some of the adjustments that were made at halftime, and what do you think kind of showed you about your team as well, the way they played in the second half?
Well, the adjustments were minimal because our issues in the first half had little to do with adjustments or had little to do with schematics. It was more about our attitude and our fight. And in the second half, we played with a lot more heart, played a lot more desire. Our kids competed, and the results were much improved, and that was the deal. From a schematic standpoint, we played a different quarterback, so we did a few things different offensively. We were able to move the ball, and then we had some special teams breakdowns in the first half. We didn't have those in the second half.
How do you feel the defense has progressed under Dick Coney?
Yeah, our defense is much improved. That's our most improved unit from a year ago, without question. They're playing with a lot of confidence. We played some really physical, run-oriented offenses, and I think we've held our own. If you look at our national stats, they're probably a little deceiving just because who we've played. We've played 3 really, really good rushing offenses in Wisconsin, North Carolina State, and Mississippi State, and then we played a 1AA team that's a triple option team. That's all they do is run it. So, but our guys are playing with confidence. There's certain areas we've got to do better at. We've got to become more. We got to make more competitive plays downfield on balls in the air. But we're getting a good pass rush, and we're starting to understand our run fit.
And finally, Coach, heading into the meat of the conference schedule here, how do you feel about the contributions of your young players so far?
Yeah, we're getting some, on defense, we're playing some new guys quite a bit, and they've learned through fire. Honestly, we've put them out there and played, and you can see them improving. I think this is the time of year where guys really it starts to click. If you look at a guy like A.J. Smiley for us as our backup spear, played his best game of the year on Saturday at Mississippi State, made a lot of plays, flew around. You look at a guy offensively, it's a sophomore. Our running back, A.J. Flakes, our second-team running back, made some plays against Mississippi State. Those guys are playing. They understand the speed of the game, and they're starting to get comfortable in what we're doing schematically on both sides of the ball, but also they're gaining confidence.
Coach, thank you very much for joining us, and best of luck against Idaho on Saturday.